Welcome guys. Sorry for the delay. I had some internet issues, but I think I fixed it. Anyway, welcome to episode number 6 on the Marian Therapy podcast. So before I start episode number 6 and I let you know what the topic is or going to be about, what I want you to do is watch this pre-recorded video of a survey that I'm going to be putting out there, you know, on every episode that I'm gonna do in my podcast. So before I start my podcast, I'm gonna show you a video of a survey that you can take that's gonna help you not only with your credit and with your finances. By you taking this survey, I'm gonna know more about your financial situation and your credit situation. So what I want you to do now is tune in to this video. And if you have any questions at the end of the podcast, please leave me a message. Please leave me your questions. Okay. So let's get started. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Carlos from ICL Financial Fitness, and basically I'm just here to let you guys know about a survey that I'm putting out there. It's basically to find out how many people have credit issues or financial problems also. And basically you just take the survey, and after you finish taking the survey, you have to just send me the score of what you got on the survey. Alright? And then I'm gonna send you a response on where are you at on your credit issues and also on your financial situation and how my organization can help you. Where specifically you at on your finances. Are they good? Are they bad? And how can I help you? So when you answer all the questions and send me the results of the number, I'm gonna give you the actual results of where you add up that on your credit and how my organization can help. What strategies can you take to improve your credit and also shift your income from negative to positive level. Okay? And also, get out of debt. How to get out of debt. So it's very simple. All you have to do is answer the questions. You know, where you are now, financial credit debt profile, quiz, and easy survey. It's both, guys. And basically, how you do it, you just put your email here. You watch the video, which explains to you what I'm just telling you right now. And then you just put your email, phone number, and your name where I can meet you at for you to get your results. And then just start answering the questions. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then 30. Then after you finish answering all the questions, you can leave me any comments or any questions that you may have for me, on the bottom, right here. You can leave me some questions down here. All right. Then, when you finish answering the questions and you got your score, all you have to do is either call the number that you see on the screen, 475-309-0552, or you can also text your score, the quiz score that you got, we make sure you have your name and your email where I can reach you for I can send you a response. You can also do it at 860-924-5021. Also, those two numbers. All right. Then, when you finish all that, then on your cell phone, just take a picture and scan this QR code. That way, you can get your free credit boost repair guide that I promised you after you finish answering all the questions and you send me the score. So as soon as you finish answering all the questions and then you submit here, as soon as you submit here, I'll get the answers from your questions, and basically you just have to email me your number, just the score that you got on the test, on the quiz, right? And then after that, as soon as you submit, you come back and you scan this QR code and it goes directly into the section where you can sign up and get your free credit boost repair guide that I have reserved for you. All right? And basically that's it. By you answering these questions, I pretty much will know how could I help you with your credit and how could I help you with your finances. Those two things. All right, guys. So that's all I had to say. Now, in order to go to the survey, you have to go to this website that I'm gonna set up for you in a second here. So in order for you to get the survey, what you have to do is go to this website right here. I'm going to show you in a second. All right, bear with me.
Oh my fucking God, you can crazy. You crazy? Not fast. Ven acá, puto, come here. Come here, punk. Whoa, nigga. I've been looking for you. I didn't want to see the house on my new scooter. Everybody? Look at you. You're so freaking big. Look at me. How old are you?
All right.
Mira, 6 años y más alto.
And that's the website where you have to go. You go there and you can take the survey there, right? When you get into the website, you scroll all the way down until you see the section where it says, "Where are you now?" Quiz and survey. And you just click there and it goes directly into the section where you answer all the questions and then you submit. All right? Very simple, guys. Very simple. And for those who answer all the questions and submit, I'm going to get an email with all the questions that you answer. Then I'm going to get a score. You're going to send me the score through your email or text. And if I don't get an answer from you, I'll send you the results, through your email myself. All right. So this is Carlos Anaya. Please take this survey. It's very important that you do because it has to do with how bad your credit is and how bad are your finances. Everybody needs help with their finances. Some people might need extra money for a loan, to get a loan, to make ends meet, or make extra money, make an extra $500 a week, or month, you know, that will help them with their, you know, bills and make ends meet. So if you answer the questions correctly and honestly, you should get good results. You know, make sure you answer them as honestly as you can. That way you get good results, you know, and a good response. And that way I get a more better picture on your financial profile, how if it's good, if bad, or it's in between, and how can I fix it for you? How can I help you fix your finances for you and your credit? You know, how I improve and get you out of there faster. All right, that's what the survey is gonna, you know, show me. You know, but you cannot skip none of the questions. You have to answer every single question that you see here, and then scan this QR code for you to get your free, you know, uh, credit repair guide that I promised for you guys for taking the time to answering the questions and taking this survey course. All right, so it's very important that you submit after you finish answering the question. Submit on the button right here. Submit here. All right, and it's gonna go to my email. That's this one right here. So this is Carlos Anaya signing out. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys. So basically, that's the survey, the infomercial of my survey, my ultimate survey, where you're gonna take the survey and you're gonna answer all the questions, and all the questions either yes or no. And all you have to do is tabulate all the yes answers, and that will give you your score, your yes score. Then when you get your yes score of all the yeses that you answer on the survey, remember you're gonna answer no questions. I don't want the no questions. I want the yes questions. Okay. And then with all the yes questions, there's gonna be a score. So for example, if you have 20 yes out of the 30, uh, then I have a psychology section where you pretty much on your finances if they good, if they bad, or they're in between, and if you need help, right? And when you answer these yes questions, you know, basically the score that you're gonna send me through my email is gonna give me a specific score that I can find out where you at on your credit and on your finances. All right. To make a long story short. Now let's begin with episode number 6 on my Anaya's Credit Boost podcast on the simple facts fixes to boosting your credit score. Okay, so let's get started. So, episode number 6 is going to be about tip number 17. Don't think that having no loans or debts will improve your credit score. Some people that believe that no money, owing no money, having no credit cards, and in fact, avoiding the whole world of credit will help improve their credit score. The opposite is true. Lenders want to see that you can handle credit, that you could handle it. And the only way they can tell is if you have credit that you handle responsibly. So having no credit at all can actually be worse for your credit score than having few credit accounts that you pay off on time. If you currently have no credit accounts at all, opening a low balance credit card can actually boost your credit score, guys. A low balance credit card, a $300 credit card, can help you boost your credit. You believe that? It's true, and I have proof. So that was tip number 17. Let's go to tip number 18. The next tip is never do anything illegal to help boost your credit score. See, it seems pretty obvious, but plenty of people try to lie about their credit scores or even forcefully, forcefully their loan applications because they are ashamed of bad score. Guys, don't be ashamed of bad score. Everybody has bad scores. When I started, I had a bad score. You know, the more you ashamed of your credit score, the worse it's gonna be. That's how I found out. You know, you know. So you have to take a leap of faith. You know, and don't worry about what the people say. If your credit score is bad, just do something about it. Just don't wait too long to do something about it. Because the more you wait, the worse it's gonna get. Not only is this illegal, but it also completely ineffective. Your credit score is easy to check, and not only will you not fool lenders by lying, but you may actually find yourself facing legal action as a result of your dishonesty. So, what I want you to do now is sit back, relax, and in a second, watch this entire video and listen what he has to say. Okay?
Oh, now you speak English.
Today on Ask Austin Harley, we're going to be doing something a little bit unique. We're going to be going through a credit repair series, which means I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way you can skyrocket your credit for absolutely free. Stay tuned. Alright guys, without further ado, my name is Austin Harley. I'm a real estate agent and investor to millions of dollars of real estate in the DC metro area. The goal of making this channel is to help you with real estate and credit to be the most successful individual you can be. For those of you who don't like intros, go ahead and skip to the time card in the description box below. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so I can make more helpful content to you. If you have any questions, as always, hashtag Ask Austin Harley and leave it in the comments section below, and I'll make sure to get to your personalized question as soon as possible. This entire video series is going to be very unique. I couldn't find anyone else on YouTube doing something like this, so I sat down and said, how can I help my subscribers? How can I help my viewers? I thought of every single way possible, and right now I'm on about 12 videos that I can make about how to boost up your credit for free or relatively low cost, no matter what financial standpoint you're in, no matter what credit score you're in. That's right. That means if you're at a 400 credit score, you can benefit from watching one of these videos. Or if you're at an 800 credit score, you can still benefit from watching one of these videos. I'm going to lay out in detail every single piece of the puzzle that I think can help you boost up your credit score as fast as possible. And listen, if I did something where you want to see something that maybe your friend or your colleague told you something about to boost up your credit, leave it in the comment section below, because I don't claim myself to know it all. I always ask for feedback from my users so that I can help make better content for all of you guys. The last thing I'll say before I get started, and number one tip, is that I want you to pay attention to the description in each video, because the title is all going to be labeled the same. It's going to be labeled, what is it going to be, like fastest and easiest way to boost your credit, part 1. There'll be a part until I can find no more parts left. of ways to fix your credit. And then right after that, part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever it might be, I'm going to list the credit repair tips so you can easily search through. And guys, if you can't find the video, you can always go and click on any video, and I'm going to list all the videos that I'm going to be making in the description box so you can easily find the tip that best applies to you. Not every tip is going to be fit for you all individuals. You're going to have to pick and choose what tip is going to best fit your credit situation. And if you need help doing that, I'm going to do my best to describe it in the video. Feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to get out to you personally so that we can make sure that you're watching the correct video to boost up your credit score. All right, so tip number 1, and probably the easiest and absolutely free way to boost up your credit score fast. And I recommend everyone just to try this out because it's free, it's harmless, and even if you don't trust me yet, this is a great way to earn your trust by shooting up your credit. So try this. It takes 30 days. It's to pay your credit cards before the minimum due date. And I know you've heard me if you watch my other videos that I talk religious, but it's true. All right, first things first. So we're going to break down how this entire credit hack actually works. I got my calendar to show you in full detail. Then we're going to talk about the pros and cons of doing this hack. And then we're going to wrap it up with talking about how it can fit your unique credit profile. All right, so first things first, I need to make something clear. This is only for credit cards. This is not going to be for installment loans, mortgages, or car loans, or anything of that sort. So now that we have that clarified, let's say you have a Capital One credit card and your minimum due date is due on the 15th in the middle of every single month. What happens is Capital One or whatever creditor you have is going to cut your statement right around that 15th date. And when they do that, they report out all your activity, your payment history, your balance, and all that good stuff out to the 3 credit bureaus. So what most people end up doing is they end up paying on the same day as the minimum payment due date. But little do they realize that whenever they do that, it takes the bank a few business days to process their payment through. By that time, the creditor, let's just say in our example, Capital One, has already reported out your balance, and thus it shows that your balance hasn't had a reduction. It just reports out the same activity that you probably have had for the past 30 days sitting on your credit profile. All right, so I'm going to do my best to explain this to you, but you can see the highlighted portion with my mouse right there is the 15th of the month, and we're just going to use November 2018. So right around that minimum due date is when the statement's going to get cut. So it could either get cut on the Friday after or the Monday following it, the 17th. Now, with that being said, if you pay your minimum due date on the minimum due date, then you're probably going to get processed through on either next Wednesday or probably even the 22nd. Now, the reason for that is because whether you're paying cash, check, or whatever you're paying, cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter. The banks take forever to process your payment through before it reflects on your balance. The reason why? I have no idea. Yeah, they probably need to pick up more on technology, but that's not the point. The point is you need your payment to reflect before that minimum due date is due. The statement cuts, it reports out to the credit bureaus that you have a positive, good, reducted, paid in full credit card. So let's talk about the reason why you want to do this. So creditors have a few main factors on how they judge your score. One being time, another one being usage. It's actually a huge factor, and if you log on to any credit repair device, they're going to first tell you don't go over 30% of your balance. You talk to any lender, they're going to tell you the same crap. Well, it's true, and that's because it's one of the major factors dragging people's credit score down. So how this hack actually works is think about it on a consistent monthly basis. Let's say you have a limit of $1,000 on that Capital One credit card, and let's say you use $300 of it every single month, and you pay it off in full. Well, if you pay it off in full on the minimum due date and then just rack up the $300 balance again, it's never reporting out to the credit bureaus that you had a zero paid in full balance. Yeah, it will show that you paid on time, so your on-time payment history is going to be good, but it will never show the balance being fully reducted to a zero balance and then reported out to the credit bureaus. So the easiest way to take advantage of this is to pay a week in advance. Now, when you do that, it gives the bank time to process your payment, reflect your balance as being zero or whatever payment you paid to be reducted, and then you let the statement cut so you don't use your credit card for about a week after your minimum payment due date is due, and then you start using it again. So Realistically, what I'm trying to say is that you need to use your credit to build credit, just like all my videos I say this, and not using your credit in order to pay for every single thing in the world and then pay it back. Because it's a very delicate algorithm that the credit bureaus have, and it's unfortunate, but we are slaves to that and we have to follow it to a T, or else we're not credit perfect in this world. Now, if you've watched any of those other crazy YouTube videos with the really catchy thumbnail about how to skyrocket your credit in 5 days or less, it's actually true. This is one of those hacks that can do it. All they're basically saying is that the statement may cut in 5 days. Now, it may take people as long as 30 days. It depends on when your statement cuts. You need to know when your statement cuts, and the easiest way to do that is to go back and look at your statements. They should be reporting out on roughly the same day every single month. Now, obviously, February has shorter days, so sometimes it's going to fluctuate, but you'll get the algorithm, you'll get the hang of it, and catch on to the pattern so you can take advantage of this credit hack. Now, how much does this credit hack actually work? It does work. I had a friend do it, and it boosted up his credit score 30 points. I'm not just saying that to make myself look better. It actually does work. The only problem is it doesn't work consistently, because think about it. If you do this for 1 month and your balance gets reflected out to zero, if you do it next month, your balance is still reflected out to zero. The consistency is great. I mean, the credit bureaus are going to love you for that. So it's not going to drag your score down, but it's just not going to drastically boost it up again. It's just going to be that one time, that 1 month. Now, if you do this for all of your credit cards, it can probably shoot up your credit score very, very high, especially if you have revolving balances. Now, I recommend you doing this as a sense of trust for me and my videos, just because I already know that this is harmless, it works, and there's nothing to lose by doing this. Simply pay a week in advance, don't use the card, let the statement cut, and then start using the card, and then tell me what happens. And you can check your credit score on anywhere. I mean, you can use Capital One's credit-wise. You can use that. You can use my FICO, which is my personal favorite because it's the real score. However, you do have to pay for that. Or you could use Credit Karma. They're all free. I mean, any of those sites, and you can see the drastic increase in your score. And then you can come back and leave a comment in the description box below saying that Ask Austin Harley actually helped you. So as you can see, I put a lot of thought into this video on showing you the pros and cons and the reality of actually how to boost up your credit score. And I want to give it to you straight. I want to give it to you real, because there's so many videos out there, and I'm not bashing any of them. There's a lot of videos providing false hope, and I just want to go through personally every single free way that you can boost up your credit score for free or relatively low cost, and show you the pros and cons of how it can actually fit your unique credit situation, because every single person's credit situation is unique. So if you like this video, if you thought that I was helpful, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. The feedback helps me. But if you do give it a thumbs down, you have to leave a comment, because I need productive feedback in order to know how to improve my videos better. If you haven't already, go ahead and consider subscribing, because it's free, and because I put a lot of effort into making these videos to help boost up your credit fast and for free, no matter what financial standpoint you're in. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll catch you in the next one.
So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. It was very informative. I know it's very informative from experience. I've done this and it works. The key is to pay more than your minimum payment. So if you have a credit card that you owe a credit line of $1,000, and you have you spend $300 during the month, make sure you pay at least $40 a month. And if you can pay it $40 every week, even better. Your score starts going up even better. But you have to pay it before the due date, 1 week before the due date. So, so if you have 3 credit cards and it totals to $1,000, just make sure you pay a little bit more of the minimum every week or week before the due date. All right, and your credit score will go up substantially. That's what he was trying to say, guys. So now let's continue. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, the last topic that I'm gonna be dealing with is dealing with your credit report to deal with your credit score. So if you want to improve your credit score, you need to go right to the source. Your credit reports. Your credit reports contains the information and data on which your credit score is based. If you can't alter or update the information in your credit report, your credit score will change to reflect the alterations. For this reason, getting and checking your credit report is one of the first things you should do when you attempt to repair your credit score. There are a few tips that can help you deal with your credit report so that you can give your credit score a boost.
Oh, yeah, somebody will.
So you got tip number 19. Dispute errors on your credit report. Contact each of the three major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and get copies of your credit reports and credit score. Carefully read over the reports and note any errors in writing. Contact the credit bureaus and ask that mistake be removed or investigated. This is called dispute letters. And once it is received, credit bureaus have to investigate your dispute within 30 days of receiving your letter. It is important to keep a copy of your letter, and it is important to note the date and letter was sent. You should not be on an abuse in your letter. Calmly and clearly state the problem and request an investigation. Note that you are aware of the agency is required to investigate the claim within 30 days, and note that you will follow up. Be sure that you do follow up with the issue you raised in your letter. Just because the agency investigates does not always means that your credit report will end up an error free. Many credit bureaus now make it possible for you to correct errors on your credit report online, and many have information on their websites that tells you exactly how disputes must be handled to be effectively removed. It is important that you follow this information exactly so that the inaccuracy on your credit reports are removed promptly and your credit score is updated as soon as possible. Again, it's very important that you do not negotiate uh, to fix any creditor online, to fix any creditor's error online, because you won't be able to track it. That's why it's good to write the letters by hand and then send them certified mail to the creditors. Because with the certified mail, you can see the date that you send them and the time and the date that you're going to receive the letter back to them. and you're going to get the results in about 30-45 days. So me myself, I found an easier way that as you continue to watch the episodes on my Anaya's Credit Boost Experience podcast, you're going to find out what I'm talking about. The easier way to do it. There's a hard way and there's an easier way to do it. All right. So now what I want you to do is watch the next video on credit cards will make you or break your credit. So watch this video. Okay. Wait a second. And this is going to be the final video. And the final session for episode number 6. Okay, so let me set up the video for you. I'm setting up the video for you guys. Setting it up for you. So here it goes.
Revolving credit plays such a huge role in your credit report and score. So much so, it's difficult to achieve great credit without them. Credit cards is where a lot of people get themselves in trouble. So FICO and Vantage want to see that you can manage credit cards responsibly. That's why credit cards are so important. Having no credit cards on your credit report means you could be leaving 100 points or more on the table. To maximize your credit score, you should have a minimum of 3 revolving accounts. A minimum of 3 credit cards in good standing is going to show FICO and Vantage that you know how to manage credit. But what if your credit isn't strong enough to get approved for a credit card? Or maybe you got in a little over your head in the past with credit cards and you're a little nervous about getting credit cards again. I promise, neither of those reasons is going to be a problem for you. In the upcoming strategy videos, I'll teach you how to use credit cards correctly so you don't get in trouble. Second, in this video, I'll show you how you can start getting credit cards right now. Now, this is assuming you have less than 3 credit cards in good standing on your credit report. If your credit scores are below 620, or if you have 1 or more charge-offs or collection accounts on your credit report, you have 2 fantastic options. The first is getting a secured credit card, which I'll cover in this video. Second is getting added as an authorized user. We're going to talk about that in the next video. If you're not familiar with secured credit cards, it's pretty straightforward. You give a bank a small deposit, and they give you a credit card equal to that deposit. Most banks offer secured credit cards, so getting one from your bank is going to be easy. But make sure your bank reports secured credit cards to all 3 credit bureaus. Some banks don't, and that defeats the entire purpose. If you're looking for the easiest and fastest way to get a secured credit card without stress, I suggest visiting the personal offer section and getting one of the cards there. We've chosen banks who specialize in helping people with challenged credit, and they offer secured credit cards that have some big advantages over typical secured credit cards. For example, the Capital One Secured MasterCard allows you to deposit as little as $49 to get a $200 or $300 credit limit. The Open Sky secured credit card doesn't even check your credit. It's a guarantee approval, so there's no hard inquiry on your credit report. You can apply online and have a new credit card approval in a few minutes. And both of those cards report to all three bureaus. Now, full disclosure, when our subscribers get a credit card from our website, those credit card providers do pay us a few dollars, and that helps us to keep the Credit Versio software free. Here's a valuable tip when getting a secured credit card. Don't leave a big deposit. If the minimum required deposit is $200, then just deposit $200. A higher credit limit does not mean you're going to have a higher credit score. FICO Advantage don't care if your credit card has a $200 limit or a $200,000 limit. It's how you use the credit card, and I'm going to teach you that in the video called How to Use Credit Cards Like a Pro. Again, if you don't have any credit cards, or maybe just one or two, secured cards is a great option. In the next video, I'll give you the second strategy for rebuilding good credit quickly as an authorized user.
So there you have it, guys. So it's very important that you only get 3 credit cards, 3 revolving credit cards. All right, that's all you need to start building credit. It doesn't have to be that high, guys, and it works. If you do that, guaranteed in, I say, from in 3 to 6 months, your credit score, it will be like from 0 to about 600 and 650, sometimes even 700. Right? I have done it with a client, and it does work, guys. I even done it for myself when my credit score was low. I did that whole process, and it increased my credit score in 3 months 700 points, from 550 to 700. My credit score went up from 550 to 700. So it does work, guys. It does work. So I hope you enjoy the video. And now we're going to the end. And basically, this is the end of episode number 6. The next episode, it's going to be episode number 7 on tip number 20. Add a note to your credit report if there is a problem you can't resolve. All right, guys, that's what we're going to discuss on episode number 7 on my Ananias Credit Boost Experience podcast. All right, so now I'm going to stay on for about 25 minutes, 10 to 25 minutes, for any questions that you may have on any other videos that you saw, or any other topics and tips, credit repair tips that I discussed today on this episode of my Ananias Credit Boost podcast, episode number 6. All right. So if you have any questions after the countdown, you can start shooting those questions, and I will be on the other side. But before I sign out, I want you guys to watch this infomercial on a promotion that I have for somebody that can win some goodies, some prizes, and also a free credit repair services on me, on my organization, that you can win on my Wheels of Credit New Lifestyle Roulette. Watch the video so you can see what I'm talking about. Set it up for you so you can see. can help repair their credit, fix their credit, and also rebuild their credit, from 100 and up, according to the credit score, from 100 point up. So and basically what I'm doing now, I'm doing a promotion from my organization that so far has been working for me, and I'm looking for new clients if I can help them repair, fix, and rebuild their credit. And what I'm doing a contest, and the contest is going to be throughout the whole year of Saturday, and it's going to start on August. Maybe the exact date that it's going to start. It's going to start in August 1st. So basically, the date, the wheel of new lifestyle for everyone's spin-off contest is going to start Monday, August 1st, 2022. It's going to end, it's very important because it's going to end Tuesday night at 11 p.m. September 1, 2022. And then the winner will be randomly announced on Friday night at 8 p.m. September 9, 2022. Then the contest will begin again on October 1st, 2022. And so on and so on. And in November 1st is going to end 2022. And November 9th, I'm going to pick a random winner of all the people that registered to the contest on that specific month. So, for example, there's only a couple of prices, so you only can win once, right? So basically, how it's gonna work is a lot of people gonna register, and then at the end of the month, all those people that register that won that specific product or service, are gonna get randomly picked. So, for example, if 10 people that pick the same product, one of those 10 is gonna win, right? If 10 people pick the credit repair free services, one of those people is gonna win. So I'm basically gonna randomly pick one person per winner on all the prices that you're gonna see on the screen that I'm gonna be announcing in a second. Well, the wheel of new lifestyle for everyone. For only registering with your name and an email, the winner will have the chance to register repay their credit for free. And it's guaranteed to repay their credit for free, and I'm personally gonna do it for them, for the winner. So every month I'm gonna pick a winner. There's gonna be a guaranteed winner every single month, starting August, and the winner will be in September. And then the following day, the following month, and the following month, there's always going to be a winner on all these prices that are all in the wheel of the new lifestyle, of fortune that is going to be on the contest, right? So I'm randomly going to pick a winner every single month. So what do you got to lose, guys? Register. It's free. For now, it's going to be free. In the future, it's going to be a raffle. It's going to be a $5 raffle. But I'm testing the waters to see how many people can get involved. These prizes are legit. These prizes, you are going to get it, if you get randomly picked at the end of the month. All right? So, prize number one, you're going to get a TV Android box, which you can see movies in there, watch live TV streaming, and so on and so on. Another winner could get $100. Another winner can get Amazon stick. The other winner could get an Amazon tablet. Another winner could get my blue jacket. Another company could get my credit repair book that I wrote. Another winner could get $200, which is not here. I added that because the last winner. This is the second round of the contest, guys. It started last month. So I added a couple of more things. So the other winners could get what else? My live stream, you know, learn by doing course that I have online. Another winner could get another credit repair ebook. Another winner could get a personal financial literacy ebook. Uh, and then another one I could get is $50 off my credit repair services too. And those are the prices that you can get when you register to my contest. Which again, the date is gonna start August 1st, 2022. Early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's gonna start August 1st, 2022. So you can register right now, guys. You can register on the website that you see on the screen, which is $600 credit repair raffle giveaway. kickoffpages.com. You go there and you can register. It's a safe site, it's a secure site, so you don't have to worry about getting scammed or nothing like that. I'm transparent. I'm from Connecticut, and basically, I'm just looking for new customers for my business. So if you have any credit issues, you can afford for somebody to give you credit. Take a chance. You never know if you win. You never know if you win. Again, this is not a one thing. This is gonna be done every single month. I'm gonna pick a winner for those prices. But now, what I want you to do is take a look at the screen of the new prices that I just explained to you. These are the ones. This was from last month. Now this is for this month of August that's coming up. So you still got to register. In July, you still got time to register for August winnings. To win on August, right? So let me share the screen for you guys. Let me share the screen for you guys on the contest for August. Alright, just bear with me. Put it on the screen real quick so you can see the prices that you have the potential to win. Okay? So, there they go. Start the process to instantly. So there they go, guys. Those are the prices that you have the potential to win. And again, one more thing is very important. When you register and the wheel starts to spin, and it stops, you will see what you're gonna win. As soon as you see what you're gonna win, make sure you remove it from the screen. Make sure you take a picture before you remove it from the screen. Take a screenshot with your cell phone and then remove it. It's important that you do because as the wheel continues to spin, whoever won that prize, they remove it and it gets out of the wheel. All right. So it starts getting less and less and less and less onto this one winner for whatever price is left. All right. So basically, if you win, don't forget to remove it. It's very important that you do. Okay. have it, guys. That was the promotion that I have, the contest promotion that I have. The wheel spin off, where you can win some prizes and we can learn how to get a free credit repair on us. I will personally will fix your credit for free. So the winner that gets into that section, I will personally repair your credit for free for the whole entire year for free, 100% free. You don't have to pay a dime, but you have to spin the wheel. All right. So there's the website. You got the website earlier, and so on and so on. So I hope you enjoy episode number 6. Stay tuned for next week, Monday night, 8 p.m., episode number 7, where we're going to continue on the topic of how to dispute your creditors. All right. You have a great day.